do like all sorts of magics, and he used to be in one place and appear on some other place. It was extremely charming, and people were just going all gaga about it because he used to just make beggar into such rich men, and it was like unimaginable things are happening. Hearing these, Abhisheka Pandian sent the king Abhisheka Pandian. He sends the ministers to get the Siddha to the court. But the Siddha said, "No, I don't want to come." Now, because the Siddha did not want to come, the king said, "All right, I myself will go." So on the day of the Tamil month, Thai, Pandian, the king, Pandya king, went to the temple and worshipped, and he saw the Siddha seated arrogantly on the way. And then the king asked him about his land, his name, and what he wanted, etc. The Siddha replied that he was a wanderer through all lands, and he was in the great city of Kashi, and he lived a great life of begging. And he belonged, and all the people who were in that life still are belonging to his class. He was an expert on Vedas, and he has no expectation from anybody, but he will perform miracles and shower people with everything. The king arrogantly spoke to him and said, "If you can feed the sugar can to the stone elephant, then I'll believe what you're telling me." Understand? The Siddha just smiles and just glances at the elephant. As soon as the Siddha just glances at the elephant, the stone elephant comes to life and eats the sugar cane and literally pulls the pearl necklace of the king. The king is shaken, and the Siddha tells the elephant to stop. Immediately it goes back and stands the stone, which is the event to this day.
Actually, this is one of the beautiful leelas of Paramashiva. You can go back to the previous slide. You can go to the slides of the story of Kungili Kalaya Nayanar. The next leela that we have is Paramashiva's leela, testing the tyaga of one of his dear and near devotees to show his greatness to the world. The story of Kungili Kalaya Nayanar. Kungili Kalaya Nayanar was a Brahmin by caste, and he got the name because he was always holding a pot. Kungili Kalaya means an incense pot, a pot in which you can hold the incense, right? So he was always carrying that pot in his hand. He considered burning of incense before Paramashiva was the best service to Paramashiva. Paramashiva was highly pleased with Nayanar's intense devotion and his wonderful service. Paramashiva wanted a test so that the true glory of a supreme devotion can reach the world and be understood by everyone. So by the will of Paramashiva, over the course of time, Kungili Kalaya Nayanar's wealth started diminishing. He lost his money and all his possessions. He had to sell his properties and he had to sell everything of his possessions to feed his starving family. However, he continued to burn the incense next to Paramashiva every day. He never stopped. What happens is when all the valuables were sold, right? Only his wife's gold mangalyam, Tirumangalyam, which is a very sacred necklace, which is given by every husband to the wife. And that is a symbol of marriage, it's a symbol of relationships, it's extremely sacred. And but only that golden Tirumangalyam was remaining.
Actually, in Sanatana Dharma, like if that is removed, it is considered as very inauspicious, even for the husband's life itself. So the wife saw that the children were starving, and she decided, she requests the husband, telling, "See, please take this, I give this to you, and please can you take this mangalyam, go sell it, and get some food for our children. Otherwise, they may die out of hunger." So she gives this. And he also accepts and takes, and he goes on the way. Suddenly, he sees somebody selling incense to him. And that moment he sees the incense, immediately his whole mind, his whole being gets filled with that desire to offer it to Paramashiva.
So what he does, he forgets even himself. He forgets what mission he's going for. He forgets that he's going to sell the mangalyam to get something to the starving children. And he sees this, and in the cost of this whole Tirumangalyam, he buys that incense from Paramashiva. The Paramashiva came in the guise of a hawker and he sells incense. So he forgets everything and he buys this incense from Paramashiva. He goes to the temple and he says, "This is the best thing," and he goes to the temple. He continues to light the incense and offer this to Paramashiva. His wife back then was patiently waiting for his return. And not finding him even after the nightfall, she puts the children to bed and she remained praying. Paramashi was immensely pleased with this noble couple. The faithful wife was prepared to put apart even with the most sacred ornament for the service of her husband. That night, Paramashiva appeared in her dream and blessed her with all the wealth. Then she woke up from her sleep and she was amazed to see all types of wealth she found around her. She sang Paramashiva's glory. She offered her gratitude to Paramashiva. She immediately prepares a nice meal and she serves her children and she's waiting for her husband to return. After blessing the Nayana's wife, Paramashiva appears to Kungalikalaya Nayana, and that he tells to Kungalikalaya Nayana to go to the house and see the happenings. When Kungalikalaya Nayana goes back to the house, he realizes the leelas and miracles that Paramashiva has performed. He sings the glories of Paramashiva. He bows down to him. So one day, Kungalikalaya Nayana had to visit the temple at Tirupanandal. Right? He had to go there and he had to visit. There's a beautiful story behind it. One day, demon, a female demon called Tadagai, she was worshipping Paramashiva there. She was a very ardent devotee of Paramashiva. She used to worship a lingam. She used to worship a Shiva lingam every day, offering it flowers, everything. She was very sincerely worshipping. What happened was one day she wanted to offer the garland to Paramashiva lingam. The lingam that is there in front of her, she wanted to offer the garland to the deity of Paramashiva. So she does that, and as she was about to offer the garland, her waist cloth that she had tied starts coming down. So to hold that waist cloth, she tucks the waist cloth with her elbows, and she tries to, but then she can't lift her hand completely. So she prays to Paramashiva, and Paramashiva, the lingam, bows down. It actually slants, it bends over for her to be able to put the garland. And that is why the Shiva lingam becomes bent. And because Tadagai was worshipping it every day, and every day it used to, for her to put the garland, Paramashiva, the lingam had bent over.
And actually, many people had tried to straighten the lingam after that, the king himself, right? But no one could do. And then Kungalikalaya Nayana heard that the king of the place is upset and wanted the lingam to be straight. So he goes to help the king and he tied the lingam to his neck. Please listen. He ties the rope to the lingam to his neck and slightly tugs it. And because of his beloved devotee doing that, Paramashiva as a linga comes and sits straight. So understand this. Your devotion is powerful enough for anything, and he is too compassionate and just waiting to manifest what you want as a reality. Even to this day, he is the same who has come down again in the form of our beloved Swamiji, who is continuously showering all our lives with amazing miracles. And today we are also having a very, very exciting thing to share with all of you. Actually, many of you might be knowing about what Devi had revealed about the vaccines. And we have a very exciting news to share with all of you. So before we go into that, we also have some of the devotees of Swamiji who have gathered here to share their beautiful experiences, miracles that they have experienced with all of you. So now, let us enter into that segment after a short break.
All powerful cognition's knowledge, only when you live, power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. This is a fundamental truth.
I welcome all of you, the whole world, to come and celebrate, enjoy not only the enlightenment ecosystem, the beauty of how it is getting revived. Be an insider for this great revival process. if you are an insider even for a startup company, you will understand not only the result of the company, even that being an insider is such a joy. Being an insider when it was happening is something extraordinary. So, I welcome all of you to come and be part of an insider of this revival of Kailasa, the enlightenment ecosystem, sovereign order of Kailasa, Kailasa nation itself. I request and welcome, invite all of you to become e-Kailasian, get your free e-passport and make billions receive this free e-passport.
Nityanandam, welcome dear viewers. We heard the beautiful Leelas of Bhagavan Sundareshwara and the great way Bhagavan Sundareshwara and Devi Parashakti manifested in Madurai as Ellamvalla Siddhar, and how Paramashiva continued to perform the miracles in the lives of the Nayanmars, and not just then as Sundareshwara, or not just in the life of Nayanmars, even today. The 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva and Devi Parashakti are continuously manifesting through the Nijavatara, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashiva. And today we have many, many devotees joining us from around the world to share their excitement, their joy, their experience with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and Devi Parashakti herself. First joining us on the line is Ma Kala Devi from New Zealand. Nityananda Ma.
Nityanandama.
Nityanandama, thank you so much for joining us for your sharing today. If you can kindly introduce yourself, where you're from, your name, and also how long you've known Swamiji.
Yes, Mom. My name is Kala Devi Ananda, and I live in New Zealand. I'm a Hollywood film makeup artist. I'm currently in Australia filming, and I met Swamiji in 2007.
Wow.
I was in New Zealand, yes. I was in New Zealand, and at that time in 2007, I think there were about 50 videos only. That was right at the beginning, and I came upon one of Swamiji's videos, and I watched the first one and then stayed up the whole night and watched all 50 of them. And
oh my God.
And my daughter, who was only 5 at the time, I was just giving her yogurt and cheese. I didn't want to cook. I didn't want to do anything, just watch these videos. And the last video, Swamiji said, if you think you're experiencing me by watching me in video, he said, you need to be in my presence. And then the next day, I was on a plane and I took my daughter. And so that's how it happened. That I just saw Swamiji and I just knew I had to be with him. Yeah.
Wow. Wow, amazing, Ma. Well, there are so many things that I wanted to point out to all our viewers watching us. You know, if you had watched one of Swamiji's videos, you will know exactly what Ma Kala Devi is sharing. You just can't stop. You know, it's just like pulls you one after the next, and I'm sure every one of us who have been following Swamiji on YouTube will totally agree to what Ma Kala Devi is saying. And this was way back in 2009, so that was 2007, 14 years back. The YouTube channel had just started, so we started the official YouTube channel in the year 2006. So in 2007, there were about 50 videos. And that channel with 50 videos in 2007 has now grown to more than 10,000 videos. And we have more than 300 subscribers. And YouTube has been one of the most important channels to reach the message of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to the world. Maximum number of people, humanity, have connected to the Supreme Pontiff through YouTube. He is one of the most watched, spiritual gurus on YouTube. So beautiful, Ma. You couldn't stop watching until you finished all 50. And at the end of the 50th one, you hear wow, this is like a perfect Hollywood movie. Script. This is like, oh my God, beautiful,
And
Mom.
I just have to say this, and it was during the time where we were having there was an actor strike, so we weren't filming, and my funds were very, very low. I was living off my savings, and I didn't have money for a ticket for myself and my daughter. And we manifested the next day 2 round-trip first-class tickets. And that's how Swamiji brought me to him. And that was that's how it started. And then all the miracles happened one after another after that. That's how that happened.
So
and the way I received the 2 first-class free tickets is because sometimes when you're on a TV series, they give you round-trip tickets. These weren't used. And generally when the production closes, you can't go back and get these tickets. They're gone. They move on. The accountants leave. They're on to another thing. But I really pursued. It was almost, it could like 0.0001% it would happen. And I called and I called and I called and I got the tickets. And that's how it happened. Yeah.
Wow. And where did you meet Swamiji first?
In Seattle.
Oh, so you flew from New Zealand all the way to Seattle?
Yes. And I just found out last week that one of the Seattle disciples said, I remember when you came because they were saying, there's some woman coming from New Zealand. She saw Swamiji on YouTube. She's coming from New Zealand. And that must have been me.
I'm sure it was you flying all the way across the world from one corner, New Zealand, to all the way to the other end, which is, Seattle. Amazing, amazing story. So what is your experience of Devi Parashakti that you would like to share?
Oh, okay, yes. First, I have to say, since the darshan, it's like Devi's eyes are right here. They're right in front of me, and they have been in front of me. It's been 5 days. It's like when I'm looking out, I only see her eyes. I'm looking through her eyes. It's just the most beautiful experience. I was really, really looking forward to this darshan, and it was the kind of darshan where the screen is split, and so Devi is looking at me, and I'm looking at Devi Parashakti. So, that was just so powerful. And one of the things that I wanted to ask Devi is, my mother had passed away a year ago. And although I knew that my mother was in the fold of Swamiji, still I had sadness. And on a being level, I knew, but I had the sadness that I experienced actually every morning. So when I'd go to work in the morning and I'd do my puja, I'd have a big cry, just missing my mother, missing holding her hand, missing kissing her, missing everything about her. And it didn't seem to stop. It's been a year, and I've been crying every morning, sometimes at night, right before. And then after I cry, I'm good. I don't even think about her. I just go on my day working on the film set. But it's been a year, a little bit over a year, and that's what I wanted to ask her. So when finally my name, and it was my turn, and I wanted to tell the Divine Mother, the mother about my mother, like the Maha Mother about my mother. I couldn't get the words out. There was so much emotion, but what was so beautiful is she was looking at me and she knew. And then I said, I have so much pain. I feel so much sadness. And she said the most beautiful thing. She said, she said that my mother was in Kailasa with her. And she said that, that she would come in my dream and she will give me darshan, and that only goodness and blessings will be sent to me. And at that moment, I felt a visceral shift. And then she said, I will take all of your pain and your suffering from your mind. And that's what it was. It was just my mind that was getting in the way. And it happened. And so what happened is that so much bliss exploded in me for days, and my whole being relaxed. Something extraordinary happened to me. The tears were flowing for days and days, but I was just in this ecstasy, continuously dancing, so light, just knowing my mother's in Kailasa. Oh my God, how wonderful is that? So no sadness. The crying has there is no crying in the morning. There's no crying at night. It's just such a restful place I have in my heart for my mother. It's quite beautiful, and only she could have done that, you know, and I just feel so blessed. So blessed.
Wow.
And everyone could relate to that too, because everyone, on this film that I'm working with, there are 3 women that have lost their mothers, and one woman, because we were talking about it, and they're all crying as they're talking about it. And one woman lost her mother 15, 16 years ago, and she's still crying.
She's still having the pain.
She still has the pain, and I just think to myself, they how blessed are we? How blessed are we to have this opportunity to be showered upon? And before I began with this first question, Devi said to me, I am giving you all the arts, and I'm giving you the name Kaladevi. That to me that just brought my name to another whole. I know when I do makeup now, it's just going to explode. You know, I was concerned. I was a little concerned because of what's happening in terms of mandating certain things and having, but now I know that the art that I'm giving, that she has given to me, how can anyone refuse? Like, it won't matter. They'll just, you have to find a way to bring her in. That was such a blessing to know that my name comes from that space.
Wow.
So, and so much more. I received so many. The beautiful thing is when you ask for something, then Amma says, and what more do you want, daughter? Like, ask more. It's like a never ending of giving and compassion. Oh, so much, so much. Yes. And
so beautiful, Ma. And I actually wanted to tell all our viewers, Ma, Kaladevi had a private dial the avatar call with Devi Parashakti herself. So all the Padapuja participants who have not had their dial the avatar call, you get an opportunity to ask your question directly to Devi Parashakti. And Devi Parashakti directly interacts with you, reveals from the Akashic readings. So it was like an one-on-one interaction Kaladevi had with Devi Parashakti during the Daldi Avatar blessing call, where Parashakti asked her, what more you want? What more you want? Keep asking. And, you know, she gave her all the blessings and the boons, and we can see the glow and the smile and the happiness radiating through Makala Devi's space. Just imagine you get to interact with Devi Parashakti, and she is continuously asking you, just ask what more you want, what more you want, what boons you want. So beautiful, Makala Devi. And anything else that you would like to share about your Devi Parashakti experience?
Well, there are so many boons, but well, one thing that she did say, and I had to look it up on the internet. Well, I can just I'll share a few things, and one of the things is I didn't ask for wealth, and the reason why I didn't ask for wealth is because I've been showered with so much from Swamiji, so I didn't even go there. And then I realized, oh my goodness, if I'm not asking for it, because past, present, and future all exist at this moment, it's already here, and so that was quite beautiful. I didn't ask for that. And so, but what's great when you have the one-on-one is Devi can read on being, can hear what your being is saying, even though I'm not verbalizing it. And so she gave me some boons that I didn't ask for. But one thing that she did say is she's giving me the 16 wealths, and I thought, oh my goodness, what are they? After the next morning, I thought, I need to find out what are the 16 wealths. And I looked them up. And there's nothing that is left out of there. So shall I share with you what the 16 wealths are? I couldn't believe it.
Yes, please go ahead. Please go ahead. I'm sure all our viewers are curious what those 16 wealths are because so many have heard Devi Parashakti bless that. So please go ahead and share for the benefit of our viewers.
Okay. The first one is fame. The second one is knowledge. The third one is courage and strength. The fourth one is victory. Now that one, that's one I never would have thought of, and I really would love that one. Children. The sixth one is valor. The seventh one is gold, precious stones, and valuables. The eighth one is grains. I would consider that like organic food overflowing in the garden. The ninth is happiness. 10th is bliss. 11th is intelligence. 12th is beauty. 13 is higher goals, higher thinking, and meditation. 14 is morality and ethics. 15 is health. And 16 is long life.
Wow. Everything comes under this. What more can you even think or ask for?
No, no, I will say higher goals, thinking, and meditation, we think of that as enlightenment. Yes, there's nothing left out, nothing.
Exactly.
You can live 200. You can have everything. Oh, it's just too good to be true. There's no room for self-doubt in anything anymore. There's no room, nothing. It's all given. And then the last, and there was more that, of course, that Amma said to me, but the last thing when she says, is there anything more that you want? Could you imagine, like after this, it was like, oh, that's everything. There's nothing. So it's such a beautiful blessing. I encourage everyone to do the one-on-one. It's, amazing.
Beautiful. Just one last thing I wanted you to share. I know you are on your path to becoming a Sarvingapita Ejaman. Being a part of Kailasa, wanting to contribute your time, talent, and treasure to Kailasa. So what is it that made you take that decision or made you take that step towards becoming a part or by being a Sarvingapita Ejaman, contributing to Kailasa? What made you take that step?
Well, Swamiji has given me so much. And I just want to say, since Swamiji has been in my life, my career has just gone in a skyrocket direction. So everything is, my relationships, everything's bigger, everything expanded. My circle of influence expanded, my bank account expanded. My relationships were more harmonious and more fulfilling. I was more fulfilled. So much was happening for me that I wanted to give back. And of course I want to give back in a way that is going to help others. So even when it comes to Pada Puja, for me, it's I know that the Pada Puja goes to the sadhus and the monks. So I want to help them. And so I want to give to help because I have so much. I've been given so much. I just, love Swamiji so much that I just want to give him, I want to create whatever I can to help the mission. And it's happening. And it's happening. And when I first began my Sivanivita, when I first gave my initial, I was a quarter way there. I just gave it. And I really, my accountant says, how could you give this money? You're only supposed to give 10%. It's too much. The IRS is going, and the IRS did get in touch with me. They went because they didn't understand. I had to show the papers and everything was okay. But that came back in such a multitude of ways in my work. And so I don't think about that anymore. I don't worry about that anymore. I just know how it works. And I know that's how it works.
Wow.
It's the mathematics of the cosmos.
The mathematics of the cosmos. So beautifully put, Makala Devi. Thank you so much for your kind contribution, your support, and for coming live and sharing your experience, enriching the whole world, because we all need to understand how things work. We all need to know where we need to contribute, where we need to actually even putting your lifetime investment, where we need to contribute, where you need to take that step to support the cosmos, to support some global cause, which comes back as so much of blessings and showerings. And especially at this time when the world is going through this COVID pandemic, take the step in the right direction. Take the step in a way which can earn you the cosmic currency, which can always keep your family healthy, wealthy, having, manifesting all the best auspicious things in life. Come and join Kailasa, the best place you can put your offerings, your investments, your life into. So come and be a part of Kailasa in any and every which way. Inviting everyone who's watching this to sign up to be a Sarvanyapita Ejaman to contribute to Kailasa. Thank you so much, Ma Kala Devi, for coming and sharing your experience live.
Thank you, Ma.
Thank you. And before we move on to the next devotee who's here eagerly to share her experience with us, let's take a short break.
Once, Arunagiri Yogeshwara, my guru, gave me an instruction and then he asked, will you do it? I was shocked. I immediately folded my hands and said, you are God, you are Shiva. How can I not do what you say? He laughed and said, no, only if you know I am the guru who is going to make you experience God, you need to listen to me. Understand? The most powerful cognition is God is Guru to make you realize you are God. Only then you will achieve enlightenment. Guru is the manifest form of Paramashiva. Paramashiva is unmanifest source of Guru. There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive science. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body.
Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
Welcome back, dear viewers. The next devotee who's here to share her experience is Ma Carol from Singapore.
Hello, Nityananda.
Nityananda Ma Carol, I request the NTV operator to please pin Ma Carol. Yes. Nityananda Ma Carol, thank you so much for joining us live to share your experience.
Nityananda Ma, I'm glad to be here today. Yes, actually, my experience about the daily Akashic reading, maybe about myself a bit. I know Swamiji from December 2014. So it's roughly about 7 years already till now. So it has been a wonderful journey. Swamiji is the one who actually helped me to grow and to look into myself. And actually, I have a lot of fear and lots of. I have this habit of procrastinating, thinking that there's a lot of time in front of me, so I don't need to actually do it immediately because my life is so long. Why needs to hurry? I have this perspective myself. So, and also another thing is that I don't have, because I'm a person who's actually also result orientated. Because in the society, people always say that, hey, can you give me this result? I need this, I need that. So results is actually very important to me. But only recently, this year itself, a lot of things happened. First thing I had a bad fall. I also don't know what happened. So I was thinking, why am I having such suffering when I myself is, Swamiji says that we are Parashiva. So why am I having this suffering? Why am I not having control about myself? So I started to internalize. And it's only when the Akashic reading started, the ultimate happens. I sent a lot of questions. I sent the question several times. But several times, none has been answered. So I've been thinking, why is this happening? So until one day, I got this, say, it's enough. I decided to take action immediately. I don't care about results anymore. Actually, during darshan itself, some of the times I'm not really listening. I'm actually doing completion and surrendering because a lot of times I wanted results but no results. So this click happens one day, says, never mind, whatever results, just let it go. I just take actions and let the results take care by Swamiji and the deities itself. because I have these conditions that no matter how hard I try, right, if nobody takes notice, Devi never took notice, nothing will ever happen. So I just says that, okay, enough. I just drop these conditions. I say I decided to take actions and let them give me all the results, because all the results will be auspicious. Instead of depending on myself, nothing good will happen. So let Swamiji and whoever the deities give me all the results and the happenings. So this is the click that happens. So the next day itself, when I got these conditions, I decided to take actions. And a link came, says that I can actually ask the Akashic reading from here. I said, wow, this shift is great, yeah. After this shift, I got something great in returns, but I didn't really say that, okay, it's good, because we get links every day. So I think that this is just normal. So I don't really take notice or do anything. Until the next few days, right, I say that, okay, I take action and pay for whatever I need to pay immediately. I ask for Akashic reading for blessings. And that day itself, when I send the link, Davies answered my questions.
Wow.
So it's just that, wow, okay, by taking actions itself, right, and not procrastinating and thinking that of the results itself, the results actually happens. The best auspicious things happens. That's Davies answering my questions and giving me the boon.
Wow. And after Devi called out your name and gave you the boon, what was your experience? What really happened in you?
Actually, during that time, right, is nothing really happens. It's just my continually awakening. It just feels that, wow, happy, I'm happy. But I don't really understand what is actually that I'm getting. Until Ma Kalasa tells me she gives me the explanation, that I think, wow, such a great blessings that I have gotten. I didn't even ask for enlightenment. I didn't even ask to, like, say, be able to live by her feet. But she has given me, she knows that I got the fear. And she knows that I actually asked for enlightenment. And she also, yeah, I mean, she knows what I want, even though I didn't ask.
You didn't ask.
Yeah, I didn't ask. So she just, I mean, she just, like, she can see through me, even though I didn't say anything. I think this is the greatest happenings that any being can actually want.
Wow. Without even verbalizing. That's what even Mangala Devi had shared. You don't need to just verbalize. You just need to be in the presence of Devi, and then she knows exactly what you want. She knows what your being wants. She knows what your being is looking for, and she answers our questions. So beautifully shared, Carol. Anything else that you would like to share?
No, not now. It's just that, yeah, it's just very much this.
We can see that. We can see the joy. We can see the happiness, exuding from your face. It's just expressing through you. So beautifully shared, Carol. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your experience.
Thank you, Ma.
Thank you.
And
before we move on to the next person, let's take a short break.
All powerful cognitions, knowledge, only when you live, power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. This is a fundamental truth.
welcome all of you, the whole world, to come and celebrate, enjoy not only the enlightenment ecosystem, the beauty of how it is getting revived. Be an insider for this great revival process. If you are an insider even for a startup company, you will understand not only the result of the company, even that being an insider is such a joy. Being an insider when it was happening is something extraordinary. So, I welcome all of you to come and be part of an insider of this revival of Kailasa, the enlightenment ecosystem, sovereign order of Kailasa, Kailasa nation itself. I request and welcome, invite all of you to become e-Kailasian, get your free passport and make billions receive this free passport. Celebrate your existence because you are conscious. I am teaching you the pure science of enlightenment. Paramashivajnana. I am revealing this science to you all because I love you all. Because I love you all. In one line, if I have to put it in a simple way, seeing always each other with a tremendous love that everyone is Paramashiva. There starts Kailasa. Whether you hug each other, love each other, or ferociously train each other, the core cognition should be seeing each other as Paramashiva. That is where the seed of Kailasa starts. I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist. Not by any revolution, but by evolution. And setting model communities. Kailasas, enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanyapitas all over the world. Hinduism is greater science. We do everything centered on greater science of cosmos called Vedas and Agamas. That is the branding of Hinduism. That is the core center of Kailasa. That is the way Kailasa should manifest and live. Kailasa is an effort, humble effort, and our humble offering at the feet of Paramashiva to keep the grand narrative of Hinduism alive. To make people understand Hinduism is functional system, not just for enlightenment, even economic principles, policies, administrative policies, social structures, everything in every level. So the humble effort to keep that grand narrative alive is this Kailasa. What I mean by the word e-Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is e-Kailasa. E-Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your
Sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you.
See, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimateness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
One or two times have Ganapati Darshan, Venkateshwara Bhava Samadhi Darshan, Devi Bhava Samadhi Darshan. By third time, fourth time, you will see every prayer you are asking those beings, Ganapati or Venkateshwara or Subramanya or Parashakti. Simply those prayers become reality, and the relationship between you and that cosmic beings built.
Welcome back, dear viewers. In the next segment of today's program, we are going to share with you how can we connect with Devi Parashakti. What are the different ways, what are the different offerings that we have to connect with Devi Parashakti. So the first offering that we have is that of the e-Hundi offering. Bhakti Priya, Bhakti Gamya, Bhakti Vashya, Vayapaha, Shambhavi, Sharadaradhya, Shalvani, Shalmadayini. Devi is fond of true devotion and is realized through true devotion. She can be won over through devotion. She removes all the fears. And especially at this time, if there is any fear in the mind of the devotee, Devi is sure to remove that fear. So the e-hundi offering is an offering of gratitude, just praying to Devi Parashakti for showering us, and an offering of gratitude. Whenever we go to a temple, you're always, if you're a Hindu and if you're going to a temple, always we offer money in the hundi, a part of our lifestyle. So this is an online hundi, an e-hundi offering. So today we are all going to have the darshan of Devi Parashakti. So making an humble offering of gratitude to Devi Parashakti for coming and blessing us in our lives. For you to offer the e-hundi offerings, you have to go to tiny.cc/Devi-e-hundi. That's the URL that you need to visit, tiny.cc/Devi-e-hundi. The next offering that we have is that of the Sankalpa chanting. Tayetan mokhyate vishwam shaiva vishwam prasuyate chaya chitta chavidanam tushtaruddhim prayachati. The goddess enchants this universe and she herself gives birth to this universe. That goddess, being prayed without interest in anything, gives that knowledge that leads to salvation and gives the wealth in the materialistic sense. This is the 12th chapter, 34th verse of Devi Mahatmyam, where we offer the refers to Devi, saying, blessing us with all the wealth and ultimately giving us that ultimate wealth of liberation. So offering the Sankalpa, the conscious resolution, blesses the person offering with the fruition of the desires and the wishes that he is earning for. The next offering that we have is that of the Sahasra Nama Swarna Kasu, which is the offering of the gold coin. Sahasra Nama Swarna Kasu, Nama Parayana Prita. She who likes the repetition of her various names, Lalita Sahasranama, verse 731. This is an offering of the 1008 names of Devi Parashakti. It's a very special and unique archana offered to Devi, to the Mahameru of Devi Parashakti. Offering of a gold coin inscribed with each of the 1008 names, 8 names, and receive the blessings to have the Ananta Kalyana Gunas, all the divine qualities of Devi Parashakti. So the offering of the Swarna Sahasranama Swarna Kasu, and the offering of Sahasranama Swarna Kasu is to receive the blessings of Devi Parashakti, manifesting all her different attributes, all the different Ananta Kalyana Gunas, all the divine qualities of Devi Parashakti. The next offering is that of Mukta Anguti, the finger ring with a pearl. Muktahara lasat kirita ruchiram punendu vakta prabham sinchannu purakinkini manidharam padma prabhabasuram sarvabhishta palapradam girisudam vani rama sevitam meenakshim pranadosmi santatamaham karunyavaram nidhim. I bow to goddess Meenakshi, whose crown has a garland of pearls and the face shining like a full moon, who wears anklets that are studded with gemstones and has bells which is shining like a splendor of lotus, who grants all the wishes, the daughter of the mountain, who is worshipped by goddess Vani and Rama. I remain ever bowing to goddess Meenakshi, the ocean of compassion. Offer the Mukta Anguti, the finger ring with a pearl. To receive the blessings, to be showered by her love and compassion, and to experience her love and compassion in all her business endeavors. So if you are going through any kind of a business situation, you would like to have a breakthrough in the business, you want to have a victory, a breakthrough, success, excellence. So you can offer the Mukta Anguti, the finger ring pearl. That is the next offering. The next slide, the next offering that we have is that of the Swarna Padma Pushpa. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Yes. The next offering is the Swarna Padma Pushpa, the golden lotus, which is available at $600 denomination. All the kalasas should be wound around the suitable thread and covered with new cloth. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Able to hear you clearly.
All the kalashas should be wound around the suitable cloth thread and covered with a new cloth. They should be adorned with lotus flower made of gold. Next slide.
Let you all open all your three eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
You can go to the one before, ma'am. Just go to the lotus flower.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda
Just one slide before.
Paramashivoham.
Yes. Sorry for the technical glitch. The next offering is the offering of Swarna Padma Pushpa, the golden lotus, to Devi Parashakti. The cost, the Swarna Padma Pushpa is available at $600. Kamika Agama, beautifully, it is quoted that all the kalasas should be wound around with suitable thread and covered with a new cloth. They should be adorned with lotus flower made of gold. There are hundreds of scriptural references for using lotus in the worship of Paramashiva. Almost everything in the worship of the ultimate involves the consecration of deities of worship or meditating on, or the mudras and asanas used during the worship involves the lotus flower, lotus leaf, lotus pericarp, lotus petals. Lotus is a divine flower. So it is anything you offer as a lotus. It's very, very significant. It's important in the Hindu tradition. So the Shakti of Paramashiva is also called as the lotus. The base of Paramashiva Linga is lotus. The disciple of Paramashiva is also considered as a lotus that is about to bloom. So here is a rare opportunity to offer the golden lotus in any size you wish, and to be blessed to have the state space powers and being of Devi Parashakti in your inner space among adverse situations in your life. So the Swarna Padma Pushpam is available at $600. Yes. The next offering is the offering of Swarna Meti, which is gold toe ring, which is available at darkness of ignorance from the minds of your devotees who prostrate at your feet. You whose brightness from your 2 feet overpowers that of the lotus feet. Next slide, please. Offer the toe ring to Devi Parashakti, adorning her sacred feet, to be in constant gratitude for receiving her blessings in even the most difficult aspects of our life. The next offering is the offering of Swarna Mangtika, which is the gold hairline jewelry, Sudha Sarabi Varshini. She who makes the nectar flow in all our nerves from Sahasrara, she who gives the very pleasant experience of the ultimate. The Mangtika represents the nectar flowing from the Sahasrara chakra, which is fully opened. Next slide. Offer the Mangtika to Devi and receive the blessings of achieving the blissful state of overflowing gratitude and space of complete completion. Whenever you offer the Swarna Mangtika, the gold hairline jewelry, you can experience this blissful state of overflowing gratitude and the space of complete completion. Next slide. The next offering is the amazing offering of the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, which is available at $1,008. The illumining splendor of Devi's toenails dispel the darkness of the ignorance in the devotees, prostrating at her feet. Her feet defeats the lotus in beauty. The Saundarya Lahari, which states that the nails have been sharpened by constantly being touched by the crowns of the celestial beings who always prostrate before Devi. Tamoguna is darkness. In this stotram, tamas is the indicator of ignorance in the minds of the devotees, and by constantly prostrating before Devi, their ignorance is removed and they attain knowledge. Offering the Pratyaksha Pada Puja blesses the amount all the auspicious and blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasamidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Parameshwaram. So here is an opportunity for all the viewers to offer Pratyaksha Pada Puja, offering gratitude and manifesting any reality that you want by offering the seva to Devi Parashakti, which is available at $1,008. The next offering is a Vastra Seva, which is offering of cloth, Vastra, to Devi Parashakti as a part of the Pratyaksha Pada Puja offerings itself, which is available at $1,000. The illuminating splendor of Devi's toenails dispel the darkness of the ignorance in the devotees prostrating at her feet. Her feet defeat the lotus in beauty. So, offering the Vastra Seva blesses the Yajman, the who offers all the auspicious and the blessings of Swamiji. So please do not miss this opportunity of offering the Vastra Seva, which is available at tiny.cc/Devi-offerings. Next slide. So let us take a few minutes to log into the link that is being displayed in the bottom of the slide, which is tiny.cc/Devi-offerings.
I welcome you all with my love and respect. Let you all open all your three eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Yes. So just a snapshot of all the offerings that we have today, which is e-Hindi offering, where any amount can be offered. Next is the Sankalpa chanting, offering the conscious resolution, which is available at starting from $1. And Devi Sahasra Nama Kasu, the gold coins, each with the sacred names of Devi, representing the Ananta Kalyana Guna, which is available at three denominations, $75, $151, and $251. The next is the Mukta Anguti pearl finger ring, which is available at $251, $501, and $750. Next is Swarna Padma Pushpam, which is the golden lotus flower, which is available at three denominations starting from $600. Next is the Swarna Metti, which is the gold toe ring, which is available at $750. Next is Swarna Mantika hairline, golden hairline jewelry, which is also available at $750. Pratyaksha Pada Puja and Vastra Seva, which is available at $1,008. Now let us see how to offer these sacred offerings to Devi Parashakti. So in the registration form, there are two options. One is ready to offer the seva today, or do you have the intention to offer the seva at on specific dates? Let us say you may have your wedding anniversary or your birthdays, or you want to offer this particular some other date after you manifest well. So even if you have an intention to offer the seva, please go ahead and register yourself in the registration form. So in the registration form, you have three things, which is interested in offering, need help in manifesting, and need more details. So tiny.cc/bhava samadhi. And if you're ready to offer the seva by online payment, then you can log into tiny.cc/devi-offerings. And after payment, submit the details for puja and the names to be chanted in tiny.cc/sankalpa 2021. Next slide.
I welcome you all with my love and respect. Let you all open all your three eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om
You can now go ahead and choose any one seva. Yes, let's choose the Golden Lotus, the Swarna Padma Pushpa, the Golden Lure for $600. You can choose that seva, the one above. Yes. So you can choose any one seva. We're just choosing the Golden Lotus flower, for example, and you click on Add to Cart. Now, when you click on Add to Cart, it adds you to the cart in which you can now see what are all the items that you have, and you can proceed to checkout. So here you can see when you scroll down, the item is being added to cart, and there are also some previous items that we have chosen that are also there. If you want to add more items to the cart, you can click the black button on the browser. You can go ahead and click the black back button on the browser and choose the Sankalpa chanting. So let's say you want to do the Swarna Padma Pushpa and you want to do the Sankalpa chanting for 5 of your family members. Sankalpa chanting is only $1. So you click on the drop down, go to Sankalpa chanting, and it's only $1 per person, and you want to offer it for 5 of your family members. Yes, click on that and increase the quantity to 5. Yes. And when you come here, if you could not increase the quantity there, you can always come here and also increase the quantity. So you can update the cart here, you can increase the quantity here as well. So increase the quantity to 5 or 4, reduce, update it as you want, and then click on Update Cart. And once the cart has been updated, you see the verify the amount, and then you come down and you click on Proceed to Checkout. When you click on Proceed to Checkout, it takes you to the billing page where you enter your billing details, your billing address, you verify the final amount that you are going to place the order for, you enter your credit card details, and then you click on I agree to the, agree to the conditions of the website. You click on that, I agree on the terms and conditions, and then you click on Place Order on the bottom right. So that places the order. So this is the first step. The second step is you go to tiny.cc/Sankalpa 2021. So you go to tiny.cc/Sankalpa 2021. And here is where after you make the payment, your payment details, and you enter the names of your family members whom you want to be blessed by this offering. So you click on Next. And you will basically go ahead and choose, agree to the terms and conditions. You can scroll down and just show the, it basically asks for your basic details. Slowly, you can just scroll down the page. And it asks for payment amount, the payment date, your basic contact details. Scroll down. Your location, and then what are you offering? So if you're offering Pratyaksha Badapuja, if you're offering Sankalpa, you can choose that offering, and then you come down and you click on Next. And then in the next page, it will actually ask you for details of your family members. You can choose for which family member you are making these offerings. You can list their names. If you know the birth star and the Gotra, you can list that as well. And those names will be chanted when the offering is being made. So this is the second step. So the first step is actually, going and making a payment in Devi, tiny.cc/Devi-offerings. The second step is you enter the payment details and enter the names of your family members in the second link, which is tiny.cc/Sankalpa 2021. Next, we are going to show you the YouTube live stream and how you can become a member of the YouTube channel and make your offerings in YouTube. So here we are seeing the YouTube live screen, and on the right side of the chat, you see a dollar symbol. Click on the dollar symbol and you click on Join. So this is for you to become a member of the YouTube channel. We have various membership options: bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and premium. You can choose any of the membership options. You can click Join. And as you click Join, it opens up a payment portal where you can enter your card details. If you have PayPal options available in many countries, so you can either pay with your credit card or pay with your PayPal or pay with your Google Pay, depending on what are all the options available for your country. So you can go ahead and make the payment here and close this. The next option that you have is that of the super chat. Now, when you click on the super chat, it opens up like an offering. You can make the offering that you would like based on the country. It's your local currency that comes up. So you can choose as less as $1 or 50 rupees to as much as $1,000 or more, depending on what is it that you offer. This is an offering of your gratitude. Devi Parashakti coming down from Kailasa and connecting with you and answering your questions and giving you the darshan and awakening your third eye. Just a humble offering of gratitude at the divine lotus feet of Devi. And every time you remember Devi, every time you offer the gratitude, Smaranat Mukti, the very remembrance liberates. So every time you thank Devi Parashakti, you open up your inner space to receive her blessings and boon more and more and more. So that's the super chat offering. You can enter whatever amount you want. And on the top, if you have any message that you want to post in the chat, you can enter that message as well on the chat. And then you click on buy and send. Now, when you click on buy and send, again, the same payment portal will pop up. Based on your country residence, you have different payment options available. You can choose and you can go ahead and make the payment. The next offering that we have is that of the super sticker. So the third option that we have is you can offer a super sticker. So click on the super sticker option. It shows you different stickers and with different costs. So you can choose the most appropriate sticker that you feel and in the amount that you want to offer. And you click on any of the super stickers. Now, when you click on the super sticker, again, it goes to the payment portal. Yes, just click on any one just to demonstrate. So here, when you click on that, it says, go ahead and make the payment for this specific amount. And then when you click on that, it again opens up the pop-up screen with your payment details. So you can offer a e-hundi offering, you can offer a contribution of gratitude as a super sticker or a super chat. And the membership option is important because only members of the YouTube channel will be able to ask your questions live during the Akashic readings. So you need to be a member of the channel to be able to ask your questions live. Yes. So with that, we will move on to our next segment where we are going to learn about what is Bhava Samadhi Darshan. But before that, we have a devotee who's here to share her experience of Bhava Samadhi Darshan of Devi Parashakti after a short break.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting. The cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only.
Yes. Next, we have a participant, Prema Prevasundari from Chennai, who would like to share her experiences of receiving the blessings from Devi Parashakti. So before we move to the next segment, would like to invite her to the show for her to share her experiences with Devi Parashakti. Nityanandamma.
Nityanandamma.
Yes. So, would you like to share your experiences of you being a devotee of Swamiji, your life transformations, and how your life has transformed after receiving the blessings from Devi Parashakti?
Yes, ma. So I received. I was actually I was sending my prayers. I was posting my prayers in the YouTube live, and sometimes I used to feel okay. I have received blessings from. Several times. So what is there to ask again and again? Then again I felt okay. I have received blessings from Swamiji as my guru and as Kala Bhairava, and this is an opportunity to receive the blessings as Parashakti. So very casually only I was thinking like, but one thing I was like very sure that I had the intuition. I was blessings from blessings several times. So what is there to ask again and again? Then again I felt okay. I have received blessings from Swamiji
Some
as
live
my
is going
guru
on. Can you
and
stop
as Kala Bhairava.
नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्
Yes, ma. Like when I was typing, no, like I got that intuition that Swamiji is reading my prayers. I felt like he's going to utter my name. Like I was like, it was like, I was feeling like we do not know which name he will choose. There are so many platforms to reach Devi Parashakti. But at that time, I was feeling, no, he's reading my prayers only. So similarly, he just called out my name and she blessed me, tathastu. So immediately after I received the blessings, no, like it was like wow experience. And from that moment onwards, what I experienced is I have to literally become Paramashiva, no other go. That's all. So I have to live and radiate Paramashivatva. From immediately after that blessings, that process started for me. Even like I was on the